Now, the concept in this program is simple. You send out an email, and the goal is to get into the inbox. Okay, we want to get into the inbox, and that's it. No selling, no getting on the phone. You don't have to promote any particular product that you'd like or that you don't like. The products are already sourced and done for you. These are basically about 10. You'll start off with about 10,000 and gradually increase the number of leads that you can handle and manage. And that's just dependent upon your progress and how many leads you can handle. Most common questions that I did get asked is, Gil, is it possible to promote my own product or my own offering? Let's say I'm part of a mastermind group, or I want to sell my own courses. You can sell whatever you want and you can promote whatever you want to these particular lists. Okay, so even if you just wanted to mail your own offers, that puts you in a great position. Otherwise, you will get jump started with about 10,000 emails, and all you want to do is get into the inbox, right? So let's get started on the training session here today. Now, you will need to have a GetResponse account. There will be a link below this video post for you to go ahead and sign up if in case you wanted to go for Yep, exactly. If in case you wanted to go ahead and set up your own particular account. Okay, so what I'm going to walk you through now is just some initial testing when it comes to inboxing. Okay, now to get into an email inbox, Gil, are these people? Somebody's typing in. Gil, are these people that have requested for the information? Yes, these are people that have requested for more information about how to make money online, business opportunities, entrepreneurship. They all have one thing in common, and they want to make money and leverage the internet, right? So it's our goal and duty to be able to deliver and get these emails out into their inbox. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to jump right into the email training portion of it and sending out different email campaigns. You always want to start off with buying a new domain name here on oneandone.com. It costs about $1 a day. Okay, it costs about $1 a day, and that would fit within your $100 to $150 per month in marketing budget and costs for this particular program, right? Now, right here under the this particular domains, I just bought this new domain, absacenter.com, earlier today. So that's the domain that we're going to use for this training exercise. And I purchased it earlier this morning, already got the settings set up correctly so that we can jump right into the session here today. Okay. So the domain we're using, we always want to make sure that the domain forwarding has been set up. Gil, the screenshot, yes. So this is a screenshot that we had taken from active affiliates that we have testing this particular program. And so to answer your question, yes. So this is June 1 to June 11 in this same program that we are promoting. And so some people are making a couple bucks a day. Some are averaging about $100 a day. So far, as when I did take this as of the 11th, we had Sean, who in 10 days was making about, I'm sorry, 1,600 bucks if you add up both of these right here, because both of those are getting credited to Sean. So he made about 1,600 bucks in that 10-day time frame. Correct, just sending emails, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you here. So in the domain center, after you purchase your new domain, you will want to set up the URL forwarding. Okay, and whenever you buy a new domain, sometimes it may take a second or two, sometimes it happens quickly. So it looks like since I bought this earlier just before the session, everything is lined up and ready to go. Okay, so under the domain, you always want to make sure that the URL forwarding is set up, and you're going to edit that here in the destination. All right, and then the next thing we need to verify is make sure that we have a forwarding email account. Okay, so that forwarding email account, you can find that under create new email user. And that's what we have here. Yeah, you're going to set up a forwarding inbox in order to correct. We're using the new domain name that we just bought as a forwarding, and we created a new email account. So in this case, we're using Laura at absacenter.com. This is just a domain name I had purchased. Laura is a pen name, or yeah, you can use any domain name you'd like to. It's not rocket science. Whatever you can find on your desk, turn that into a domain name.com. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into Get Response, and we want to add this particular email address to our Get Response account, because we're going to send emails from that new email account. Okay, so we're going to add the new address on here, and then what was the name that we had used? So Laura. Okay, so the name is going to be Laura and support, and I'm just going to copy the email address that we had created on here. Okay, verification pending. Now I'm just going to open the Gmail inbox that I had set up, okay, to catch these particular verification emails. I'll put this side by side. No, you don't have to get on the phone with any of these people. You just have to send them an email. That's it. There's no phone sales, nothing. So now we just have to verify this particular email address, and it says on here, please confirm new from field address. I'm going to click on that. Once you click on that link in the email, it's going to ask you to log in. You don't have to log in, just click on the email. And when you go back into your Get Response account, simply hit the refresh button. And our new email account should be in there. See that? Laura support at absacenter.com. I'm going to set that as the default. Okay. It says saved, so just refresh, make sure that it's saved correctly. Laura support, there it is. All right. Now, this is where the action is going to start. Okay. So in 30 to 45 minutes, you should get this all done. The goal is to get inside the inbox. That is it. Okay. Now, we are going to test 4 accounts: Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, and AOL.com. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is go to Messages, type My Newsletters. I'm sorry, create newsletters. So we're going to create some newsletters, and the best thing to do here is to go take me to the previous version of the editor that's here on the bottom. You click on that. And then you're going to put start with a blank template. Maria here typed in 99 cents per day or per year. Maria, that is per year. Per year. I saw the link, but I stopped at the $300 price tag. I'm supposed to do it again. Involved to make money online. The course on that page, it is a course to purchase. Yeah, it is a course that they are offering, yeah, so it is a full-on course on how to get into the inbox, right? And that it's through that course that they will also jumpstart the account with at least 10,000 leads. So if you are looking to set up shop, and yeah, exactly. So if you're ready to start sending out emails from your own accounts, then go through the course and you'll be able to start rocking and rolling. For those of you that are in our program, we may mail your particular offer on your behalf, but you won't be able to generate any direct commissions and payouts, right? Because it's coming from our accounts. So we can advertise your offer to about 10,000 or however many subscribers we have. I think we're upgrading it to about 25,000 today. Start with a blank template. Okay, and I'm going to pick an email on here. So Laura support, that's the email that we are testing today. Okay, we are testing this inbox because we want to get into the inbox, and there's 4 things we need to check. All right, the 4 things we need to check is the domain name or the from email address that we just bought, because certain domain names are considered spammy domain names, right, by the spam filters. So that's the first thing we're going to check. Don't use the reply to feature. Unclick this button down here. Copy this in under HTML body and plain text. So we're going to send a test email, and we're going to send it to Gmail. Okay, we'll start with Gmail first, send it out to Gmail, see if this inboxes. And all we want to do is see it in the inbox. And if you guys can see it, you notice on here. So the new domain name we bought, absacenter.com, went into the inbox, which is great. Now we're going to check it in and kick it up a notch. We're going to try a subject line. Okay, and if you're like me, I'm not a full-time copywriter, but there are some tools we have access to which will literally write emails on your behalf. All you have to do is copy paste. Okay. So I'm just going to keep looking around here for some emails, see something that I like or that kind of resonates with me, you know. Okay, you know what? That's a nice little simple email. Let's do that. So this is the email. You click copy, go back to your account, hit paste. Now, the next thing we are going to test is the subject line. So we know the new domain that we had purchased goes into the inbox, which is fantastic. Now we just want to verify the subject line. Okay, so we want to test the subject line to see if our email will still go into the inbox. So the subject line here is second notice, congratulations. And I'm going to use a tool here to test my subject line. I want to make sure that it's you know, spam free. So if you notice on here, there's a red icon that pops up. It says change the first character, so it doesn't look like second notice. It doesn't like the number second on there. So I deleted that. Test now. Okay, here we go. So much better. Normally in this session, the only thing I'm looking for is just one particular yellow box. That's all I'm looking for. So it doesn't like the word second, so I need to change secondary notice maybe. Let's try secondary notice. Nice, here we go. So all green lights. If the least that I'll do is one yellow box. If I get one yellow box, then I'm okay with that. I'll still move forward. So now we go back here. We type it in the subject line. And in the body, we're going to delete everything in the meantime, okay? We're going to delete everything in the body. The only thing we're putting in there is hi, so, because we are testing. We know our domain works. We got into the inbox, which is here on the right-hand side in Gmail, like I showed you. Now we want the subject line to go into the inbox. So we're going to send a test email, and I'm going to send it to the same Gmail account. And I'm also going to send it to a couple other accounts. I'm going to send it over to AOL.com because I set up an AOL.com account. The only purpose of these test emails is for testing. That's it. You're not going to be using them for marketing purposes, none of that. And I'm also going to send it to Gmail. So now I'm going to open my AOL.com account. Yes, you are correct, Jenny. We are testing 4 components of the email, and all we want to do is get into the inbox. That's it. Because the media networks that we work with in this program, it's called CPA network, cost per action, right? So when somebody opens the email and clicks on the link, that generates the commission and the payout. So what you're looking at here, like Sean made $1,600 in 2 weeks, that is just for the clicks, people clicking on the link in his email. So if Sean is selling a product or a service or doing affiliate marketing, whether his own or a third party, those sales are additional commissions on top of what he generates from people clicking on his link. Thanks for the heads up, Calvin. Luckily, I do have the backup recording going on, so the main GoToWebinar is not recording. But yes, thanks for the heads up. Oh, I'm sorry about the 99 cents per day. It's 99 cents per year on oneandone.com. Okay. So we sent it here to AOL. Now let's check Gmail. So here it is. It popped up again. Laura support, and our subject line, secondary notice, congratulations. It got into the inbox. So we're 1 out of 3 so far, right? We got into Gmail. Now let's go to AOL to see if we got into AOL. And I'm going to open my Hotmail account. And so AOL is loading. Get a little bit of some tabloid news. Boom. There we go. You see that? Laura support, newsletter, secondary notice, and it popped up in the inbox once again. It's not in the spam folder. This is the spam folder. It's not there. It's in the inbox. So right now we are 2 for 3, which is awesome, which is really good. Now in Hotmail, on the other hand, if you notice on here, we ended up in the junk mail folder, right? So Hotmail doesn't like our subject line for some reason. So far we are 2 out of 3. If you land 2 out of, if you have a minimum of 1, if you can get into 1 inbox, then that says continue to move forward, right? So we know the the domain name or the email, laura@abscecenter.com, works. The subject line is not spammy. We got into the inbox. That works. The third thing we're going to test out is the body of the email, okay? And so this is the body of the email right here. We're just going to copy this. Okay, so working from home is one of the best things you can do. That's why I got this for you. Talk soon, okay? So let me just put hi so that it's the same font. So working from home is one of the best things you can do. You still need to grab this copy. That's why I got this for you. I'm already using this to generate hundreds of dollars daily. Talk soon. And in here, I'm going to put Laura and support. Sign it in your pen name or whatever name you are using for the campaign. Okay. Now we want to see if this body, this email body, will get into the inbox. So we're going to send a test email. We're going to send it to gmail.com. And as long as we land in one of these major email inbox providers, then we continue to move forward, right? And yes, 30, 45 minutes. I mean, if it takes you, if you've never sent an email in your life, it might take you a little bit longer because there's a learning curve. Send it to AOL.com, but eventually over time, you will get much faster at doing this. I mean, how many emails do you send out or reply to on a daily basis as it is? And then the last one, we'll send it to Hotmail. Okay, so let's check the inbox. All right, we're still in Gmail, which is awesome. Working from home is one of the best things you can do. Awesome. AOL, did we get into the inbox? Yes, we got into the inbox. Outlook, did we get into the inbox? No, we didn't. We ended up in the spam folder. That's okay. As long as we land in at least one of these inboxes, we will move forward with and send out our campaigns. Okay. So the next thing we need to check. So right now we've checked 3 out of the 4 things in the email: the from email address or domain, the subject line, and the body of the email. All 3 of these was successful in getting into Gmail, AOL, email accounts. And if we get into at least one of those, one of the 4 providers, Gmail, Yahoo, AOL, Hotmail, or MSN, move forward. Maria says here, can you send to each Gmail, AOL, Hotmail, etc. on the same email for testing, or do you need to do them separately? There is a way to send them simultaneously, Maria. So for example, you can send it to all 4 of your test email accounts. But I like to do it one by one. It pops out faster by sending send test email. So I'll show the secondary process afterwards. In the meantime, the next thing we have to do is add our domain, the web domain, right? Because we don't get paid until somebody clicks on the link. So we're going to add our newly purchased domain into the email so that when somebody clicks on it, the networks will cut a check and pay us out for it. Is it kind of like how when YouTube you have views and the more people view, you get paid? Yeah, exactly. In this case, it's not about people viewing, it's about people opening the email and clicking on the link, right? So now we just have to hyperlink this. Okay, this is the last component. This is the last component. If we land in one of the inboxes with this email, we are going to send it out to our list. Okay, so I'm just going to copy this, put it in the, there's 2 sections on here, HTML body and plain text. So just want to make sure that we copy paste it in both sections. The plain text works well with Outlook, right? So most internet marketers and most people don't realize that if you have a plain text email, you're more likely to get into the inbox automatically, right? And there's less filters to it. So when you are sending an email to somebody with a plain text inbox, it's higher. There's a higher likelihood it'll go through. Okay. So now we're going to send a test email. We're going to send it to Gmail. We are now going to send it to AOL. And we are going to send it to Hotmail. Now, even if I didn't inbox in these before, I just repeat the test, every single time, because sometimes it, for some reason it'll get in there, right? Or maybe they, Hotmail thought my subject line was a little spammy, but now that they see the rest of my email, it goes into the inbox. Okay, so fingers crossed. All right, so this is Gmail. Okay, now something did get into the inbox. It's 12:29 here in the inbox. It's 12:30 on my clock. Boom, there it is. So hi, working from home is one of the best things you can do. You still need to grab this copy. That's why I got this for you. Absacenter.com. I'm already using this to generate hundreds of dollars daily. Talk soon, Laura. Absacenter.com. These email swipes and copies are provided by the network. Okay, so these are based on the emails that are converting, the emails that are getting opened up, and the emails that are relevant to the program that is being promoted. Okay, so it's a simple copy, swipe, copy, paste, or you can copy it, put it on here, and make it your own. Maybe you want to edit it so it sounds more natural to you. Okay. Yes, but with regards to any claims, like I'm already using this to generate hundreds of dollars every day, all of that is tracked and documented and proven, right? That's why we can actually say these things in this program. For example, like I'm showing you screenshots of guys that are literally making hundreds of dollars every day. We have marketers in this program that are sending millions of emails on a daily basis. But those guys are on a whole different level. You see those internet marketers with the Maserati, the jet that flies in, the helicopter, or the big, ridiculous yacht. Those guys are in CPA networks and are doing this on a massive scale. But before you go into that type of marketing, you have to start somewhere with a couple hundred emails. In this case, we want to fast track everybody, and you're getting started with 10,000, right? So we got into Gmail. Awesome. Let's see if we got into AOL. There it is. Does this have the link? It has the link. Yeah, so when somebody clicks on that little link on there, okay, the squeeze page or the website, wherever, you know, whatever content or the offer is, then the page will pop up and they can move forward. So when somebody clicks on that link, cha-ching, we get paid. Now, obviously, do not get the, we've had some people come to the miraculous, they think they just won the lotto idea, where they will sit on the front of their computers all day and click on their link manually for like 5 hours straight. It doesn't work that way. And the IP addresses, among other things, are tracked, right? So that's to prevent any malicious activity from happening. This is to ensure that the subscribers or the people on the list are not spammed. This is to ensure that the media networks that are buying advertising and sending these offers are not getting ripped off, right? There are vendors out there that are very unscrupulous. Fortunately, that's not how we roll. We just got on a conference call this morning directly with GetResponse, and it's those types of relationships that sets us apart from everybody else and allows you guys to be able to generate higher quality commissions and a program which will take you from zero to hero in being able to generate these types of online commissions or making money by sending emails. Okay, so yes, we got into AOL. Fantastic. Now the last thing I want to check is Outlook.com. Outlook for me is like, I don't know, for some people they can inbox better on Yahoo, or they inbox better on Hotmail. For me, Outlook is my challenge. If you notice, we are right back in the spam folder with the full email. But we got into Gmail and we got into AOL. So move forward, right? This means we're going to make some money today. We're definitely going to get some clicks. And what do we do next? Well, what do we do next? Now that we verified that the domain name, the subject line, the body of the email, and the domain name, the link, is all good, now we will send this to the entire list, right? Because we know we are going to go into the inbox, right? So we can click next step right here on the bottom. And for those of you that wanted the shortcut, right, I'm a little bit more meticulous when I test. And so I do prefer to send the test emails one at a time to each account. If you notice, it only takes a few minutes. So I'm okay with that. When you do this approach where you send it to all 4 or all your test email accounts, you should have minimum 4. Yahoo, AOL, Gmail, Yahoo, AOL, Gmail, Hotmail, or MSN. So those are the 4, right? Those are the 4. Are you seriously dividing this information into 24 sessions? No, 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 no. This is not 24 sessions. This is the crash course. This is the walkthrough and the training program, since I'm actually using this same video and passing it on to my marketing team and my virtual assistants so that I run my own campaign at the start of the day. When I go to bed at night, I have my virtual assistants send out test emails. So when I wake up in the morning, I have an email that I know inboxed, right? So the way I like to build my business is virtual, where I can do whatever I want on any given day, and I'm not completely tied to my business, right? So that's the 24 sessions that are a part of the Clicks Gone Wild course, which is email inboxing. It's a full training that covers much more stuff in detail, other tools, and advanced strategies. So to send it to all 4 of my test email accounts, I'll just send it to all 4 of these, like so. Oh, you're welcome. I think, is it Ty? Do you go by Ty, or is that just the username in your email account? Send, yes, you're right. Most people getting started on the internet do not have the luxury of having assistants, virtual assistants, or a staff. By joining this program through our affiliate link, right, which is what you will find on this page, this is a tracking link that allows us to know who purchased what, and if you had purchased through our affiliate link, we will extend our virtual assistants to you guys, or you will have access to that kind of stuff where they can send out, they can do test emails while you're asleep, so when you wake up the next day, you have a good email that you can send out or blast to your list. So now we turn off all the settings here. Send this immediately, turn off Twitter, turn off Facebook, turn off publish and RSS, and we will send that out to everyone. So I just sent that to 4 people, which is my 4 test accounts: Gmail, AOL, Outlook, and Yahoo. Those are all 4 of them, right? So we're going to wait and see how long it takes to deliver. If you send it to all 4 simultaneously, like I just showed you, sometimes it pops up right away. Sometimes it can take a little bit longer. I notice if you send test email and do it one by one using the send test email feature, it's much faster, like I just showed you guys. So good news, we are in Yahoo, and already we got into Yahoo. So we inboxed in Yahoo. It is not in the spam folder, right? When you order pizza, you want it to show up at your front door. You don't want them to leave it on your front door, on the front lawn, or put it in your garage, or throw it onto the roof, right? I mean, you want the pizza delivered to the front door. These are subscribers requesting for content and information about how to make money online. And so they want it delivered into their inbox so that they can see it, click it. So we got into Yahoo. Awesome. Did we get into Outlook? Not quite yet. It hasn't been delivered. Did we get into AOL? It hasn't been delivered yet, so it doesn't look like we hit it, but we're definitely not in the spam folder. Did we get into Gmail? 12:38. Looks like we got a new email. It is 12:39 on my clock, and there it is right there. So we got into Gmail, we got into Yahoo. We're 2 out of 4. I am confident that we're going to get into the inbox in AOL. AOL is like, they just, that's my sweet spot. I always get into the, into AOL inboxes. So, but right now, let's say we're 2 out of 4, right? Even if we're 1 out of 4, fantastic. That still says that's green lights, move forward. So now I'm going to go back into my newsletters, because I met my minimum criteria of inboxing 1 out of 4 major email accounts. I'm going to click on this letter, okay? Choose reply to. Do not ever use this. Just always turn this off. And we're going to edit this email here. So working from, yeah, I'm trying to fix the layout because the layout's jacked up. Working from home is one of the best things, you can do. You still need to grab this copy. That's why I got this for you. I'm already using this to generate hundreds of dollars daily. Talk soon. Laura, support. Awesome. Plain text, it's also in plain text. You always want to turn off this feature. Write this down, take note of it. You always want to turn off track click-throughs of your links. And this is only for this type of internet marketing strategy, okay? And the reason why is you always want to use your main domain. Because if you turn that feature on, GetResponse is going to customize this link, right? And we don't want that from happening. there's a concept in this internet marketing strategy called residual clicks. Okay, and for an email that you had sent a year ago, 2 years ago, or 30 days ago, these are old emails that people are just getting around to opening and checking, right? So by using your domain, you protect yourself and ensure that when somebody does get around to checking their email account, they will get your active link and you will get credit for that click or that sale. Okay, so I'm just going to send one more test email here since we just changed the formatting of the email. I think this is still going to go in the inbox. Yeah, see their preview and test, send test email. I noticed these hit the inbox much faster than sending it to 4 at the same time or to my entire list. Even if my list is only 4 test email accounts. All right, we're good. We got into Gmail again. Today is going to be a fantastic day. Here, the layout is fixed just like I wanted it to, right? It's matching the layout that I wanted. You want it in a nice tight column on the left-hand side. See? We got the test email. See, it says here test message. We got the test email faster than when it was delivered to the 4 emails at the same time. So we inboxed again on AOL. All right, so now that I know the layout's good, even though we edited it and changed it a little bit, it's still inboxing. I will now proceed to send this to my entire list. And in this account, I have, I think, a little over 8,000, give or take, or maybe a little over 7,000. What was the Breaking Bad reference there, Maria? I might have missed it. I am a fan of that show, though. It's entertaining. So then I would send it to my new subs list. This is the rest of the list that I have in this account. And I will now send it out to everyone. So we started this session at 12 o'clock. We started formal email training, or at least this video, at about 12:10. And in 30 minutes, that is literally the email marketing income or revenue channel of my business that I had just shown you, right? The Clicks Gone Wild training course goes into far more details and other advanced strategies and little knick-knack things. At the end of the day, this is the core foundation. You want to get into these test email accounts, and if you do get into at least one of them, then that's a good thing. Move forward and send it to your entire list. If you send out a test email and you inbox in Gmail, Yahoo, AOL, and Hotmail or MSN all in one day, go out and buy a lottery ticket. You're about to go win the lottery. I mean, it's going to be a phenomenal day for you, right? From a marketing campaign and click standpoint, right? Because you're getting into the inbox. We know these are high quality leads. These are people looking for content, and there's an extra layer of quality on there where these people are also buyers. They're buyer clicks where they've purchased other courses before. So we know that they're shoppers. Would you rather deal with a lead or a prospect that is not, simply looking around, window shopping, or somebody that is there ready to make a purchase because the sole on their shoe just gave out? They're about to run a marathon and they need a pair of shoes. Who would you rather deal with at the end of the day, right? So this is my entire list in this account, a little over 8,700. I'm going to hit publish and send it to everybody. And that's it. What is their best time to send emails to inbox? Early morning or mid-afternoon? That's a good question. 7 a.m. Pacific and 7 p.m. Pacific times are sweet spots. Those are based on a couple things. The lowest turnaround time in waiting for your test emails to show up in the inbox, volume of traffic, but that does vary, just depends on the day. That's out of our control. And 7 a.m. tends to be a good time that, for most people to be able to jump on and get some work done, or in the evenings after their formal work, right? Can you do this at 12 noon? Yes, like what I just did. Whatever time you can set aside for this is when you should focus on it, if you can't make the sweet spots when you first start out. You want to send out one campaign every 12 hours, okay? One campaign every 12 hours. Yeah, I can show you some sample messages that I've sent before to other accounts. I sent one 3 minutes to activate. That's one. Right? And gosh, I mean, we sent out a whole bunch. But yeah, I do test. If you notice on here, 4, then I go to the 8800. So I want to make sure I get into the inbox at the end of the day, right? Once again, if you don't have any email swipes, don't worry. This email swipe list is growing. And again, you don't have to copy it verbatim. You can use it as an inspiration to change stuff up, right? Whatever's most relevant there to you. Now, if you are an internet marketer, like for example, Lauren, she has her own list of subscribers, she has her own products and memberships to sell and promote, then you can simply email your offer to all of these people, to all 8,000, to all 10,000. GetResponse has accounts where you can purchase up to 100,000 contacts in one sitting, right? And so just imagine the type of volume of traffic you can drive to your website. You don't have to purchase another list. Solo ads would run you about $300 to $500 for 300 clicks. That's clicks. You don't even know if people are going to opt in. For the price of the Clicks Gone Wild course, you get an immediate access to 10,000. And if you purchase a higher GetResponse account, for 10,000, it costs $65 a month. So you're still within the $100 to $150 a month budget, right? But some of you here have resources where, you know what, GetResponse, can I start with 25,000 contacts? Yes, you can. No problem, right? Correct. So you can mail your initial offer, for example, BIM, right? And if they don't want to sign up for BIM, let's say they click stay on this page when they try to close it, but they clicked your link, then you still get credit for that particular little commission or sale. I think I'm getting ahead of myself, but how do I have subscribers? Well, right now, Maria, you don't have any at the moment. Yes, Jenny, same, very similar, right? To get your accounts open and set up, it's part of the Clicks Gone Wild training course program and purchase, and it is a one-time. No, even if you do upgrade your contacts, there isn't going to be an extra charge for that, right? We just want everybody to have the training and access to the new site. It's a whole lot more organized than we had initially when we first introduced, or when this program first came out. But yeah, that's really it. So you go into your so to do a quick recap, you're going to create a newsletter. You're going to test. You're going to go start with a blank template. Test the domain that you just bought or you purchased. You have 24 hours. Why do we buy a new domain every day? Because a new domain name every day, you're virtually guaranteed 24 hours from a new domain purchase. If it's a clean domain and a brand new purchase, you have the highest likelihood, like 90%, to get into the inbox using a new .com. And on oneandone.com, we've done our research. It's 99 cents for the year. That's as cheap as it gets. Other programs will cost you about $10 for a domain name for a year. So you can check this out for yourselves on namecheap.com. Compare the pricing on there, right? You test the subject. You test the body. and you test domain with email in body. You get into one of these inboxes, boom, that goes out to the rest of the list.